Hi, this is Mr. Dodd. Going to do our annual review of the handbook, go over some changes and maybe some other things we do every year. First thing I want to discuss is the dress code. A couple sections I'm going to read to you from our handbook. Page 20 talks about halter tops, tank tops, bare midriff design, spaghetti strap blouses, biker shorts, jeans or shirts with rips or tears, bandanas, wristbands, or any type of headgear are not to be worn at JCHS. Pants and shirts should be worn in a manner that does not expose undergarments or midriff skin or show any immoderate exposure of skin. Skirts and shorts must be of fingertip length. Extreme rips and tears in pants, skirts, or shorts you will be asked to change. No visible adornment of any type of body piercing shall be permitted with the exception of earrings. With the weather being nice here as we start school, we want to make sure that our shorts are appropriate length and that we do not have an immodest exposure of skin. Second issue I want to address is the changes in the cell phone policy. These are some big changes for us. We are going to allow you a little more freedom and a little more responsibility. We expect that you will handle that in a mature manner. We are going to allow you to carry cell phones on your person, which means you can have them in your pockets. They may be used during the school day for educational purposes only, and you will hear me continue to express that, educational purposes only, as directed by your teacher in the classroom. Texting friends during class is a violation of the policy, and there you will experience consequences for that. Texting mom and saying, "Hey, I'm sick, come get me," is a violation of the cell phone policy. We have a full-time nurse who we pay to evaluate you. You need to come see her and use her telephone to call your parents. Those are just a couple examples of things that would be considered in violation. Videoing teachers without their knowledge, videoing other students without their knowledge, videoing other students without permission from the teacher would all be violations. I am going to defer the responsibility to the teachers to explain to you what's acceptable use in their classroom. If you walk in and they say, "I don't want to see them ever," then I will support that. If they tell you to put them on top of their desk, they want to see them, they want them out where they can be visible to the teacher, then my expectation is you do that. If they tell you that they need to be in your pocket, I'll let you know when you can use them. That is okay. I do not expect our teachers to allow you for the last 5 minutes of class to get them out and just play with them. It's not why you have them. You have them to be used for educational purposes only. We see this as a very useful resource and a useful tool in education. But this is a new policy for us, and it's a little bit of a stretch for us. And we're going to allow you some of that responsibility, and we expect you to handle it appropriately. And if you cannot, then you'll receive a referral just as in years past. And my hope is that this allows us to move toward our one-to-one, where we can issue devices to every student. But we have to be comfortable that you're responsible enough and mature enough to handle it appropriately. The third thing I want to talk to you about are procedures at lunch. It is our expectation that when you get your food, you will have a seat. You will remain in that seat. We do not want you bouncing around from table to table. We do not want you going to your locker without permission. You will be expected to use the restrooms right off of the commons area, not down the south hallway. You're expected to clean up your mess. You're expected, if a teacher comes and somebody else has left the mess and asks you to clean it up, that you would do that out of respect for the teacher and the school. Our custodians and our teachers and our students do a good job of making this place look nice, and that is just a social responsibility. So if you're asked to pick something up, we would expect you do that. And again, if you need to go to your locker, you need to ask permission to do that. You will be in the commons area the entire time during lunch, and you will be in the area that you seat yourself. The last thing that I want to discuss with you is the construction down by the band and choir room. there is an area of that hallway that has been blocked off. So if you're going to the band and choir area, you need to go around the hallway by the commons, and then the hallway by the exit doors where the student parking lot is. That little hallway is open. You will be walking through that construction area to get into the band and choir room. That is not an area that I expect you to hang out in. You walk through that hall to get to class. You walk through that hall to get to your next class. If you're seen back in that area just hanging out, you could be subject to disciplinary action. The contractors have been cordial enough to allow us to not have to block that hallway and make you go outside. So we want to make sure we're not taking advantage of that. Want everybody to be safe, want everybody to make good choices, want everybody to have a good school year. And I'm confident and comfortable we can get that done. Thank you.